said it before and I'll say it again, in golf you're really looking for two things. You're looking for power and you're looking for accuracy. Both of those come from really hitting the sweet spot. And again, I think in life we're always trying to have a sense of power, not sort of the egotistical kind of power, but the power to change our lives, the power to do the things we want to really do in life, and to do so consistently, to have a consistent life, not a life that's full of these ups and downs. Life anyway is full of ups and downs, and it's great if we don't get in our own way and create too many of those. And so having a consistent yet powerful technique in golf is absolutely essential to playing well, and having that same sort of technique in life is essential. And I think if I think about one of the things that really facilitates consistency and power in the golf swing is the posture. When you're standing over the golf ball, when you're standing getting ready to hit the shot, although many of you might not believe it, but golf is an incredibly athletic sport. You have to be activated in your muscles. Your core really has to be strong. Your legs and your glutes really have to be engaged, and there's a certain level of tension that you hold in your body, but it's really good muscular tension so that you can be activated and ready to hit the ball with dynamic kind of power, sort of like that. And really, again, the art to creating consistency in the golf swing. And if you've watched the US Open this weekend, you would have seen this happen. Maybe you'll take note of it next time. But when somebody's hitting the ball, the best players in the world are incredibly stable over the golf ball. Now, again, to hit the ball with consistency, you have to try and return the golf club back to this position when you hit it. So wherever it starts, you take your backswing, and then when you come down, returning the club as best as possible to that position. Now, you'll see that as I do that, I'm really rotating around my core, around my spine, and I'm making sure that I have that sort of correct posture as I do that. And so having the correct posture in golf is absolutely vital to hitting the ball with consistency. Again, because you're standing in the right posture, because you're activated, even if the wind is blowing and the conditions aren't great, you can still stay stable and hit the ball with, again, a level of consistency, get the ball to hit the sweet spot, which will then deliver power. And so again, if we think about that in the sense of our lives, and if I had to look at an analogy of what are the possible things that we could look at that would be the posture for us, and we talk about it, it's how do you posture yourself in meetings, how do you posture yourself in interactions, and oftentimes that speaks to the essence or the way in which you come into those interactions. And for me, the posture in life is represented by your attitude. Again, just by watching this video, you can see that I'm standing here, I'm getting ready. This is like, I feel like I'm ready to hit the ball, and I'm sure that you pick that up too. But if I had to stand here and try and inspire you by standing like this and kind of not very energetic in the way I go about doing things, my posture is rounded, it's terrible actually. And if my posture is rounded like this, when I swing the club, I'll always kind of stand up, and then I'll have to come back down, and it creates so much inconsistency. I hit the ground before the ball, or I hit the top of the ball, or worse, I miss the ball. And so oftentimes addressing the posture is often getting at the root cause of inconsistency or a lack of power. And when I say power, again, I'm not talking about sort of this egotistical power over everything, but it's the power to change your life. It's the power to make plans and to execute on those plans and those goals for your life. And so oftentimes it starts with the right attitude, the right mental space. I always say, your mental state and your heart state equals your life state. And so if you're standing over your life, make sure that you've got energy. I'm not saying that you have to be an Energizer bunny, and that if you're naturally introverted, you have to all of a sudden now become this extroverted person. But what I am saying is find the attitude in life that helps you to stay activated, helps you to stay hopeful. And again, that will serve you in difficult times. We've all experienced, as I've said in the previous video, that we've all experienced sort of the headwinds of COVID and everything that's gone on in that time. But if you can try and maintain for lack of a overused phrase, the positive attitude or empowering attitude around how you stand over your life and how you approach it, it makes you hell of a consistent and powerful. And I think the other important factor, which is equally as important is that not only is your posture important for yourself and for your own power and for your own consistency in life, but your posture is really important for those around you. You know, if you watch, anybody watches sport and anybody watches your soccer or cricket or anything like that, when you watch somebody that's activated, that's energetic, that's, you know, not necessarily in an overt way, but in a way that is authentic, when they're really dialed in and positive about what they're doing and optimistic about things and really activated and energized, it makes you feel energetic, doesn't it? So make sure that to gain consistency and power in your life, that you check in with your attitude every day, every moment, to make sure that you've got the strength to take you through even difficult times, and that by having a positive attitude, like when you engage your core and you engage your posture when you hit the golf ball, it strengthens the whole system. It activates the whole system, and it makes it more powerful, and helps you to get the consistency you need. So come into each moment with a consistent attitude and you'll get consistent results both ways. And so if anything, you know, when you're standing over the golf ball, make sure you're in a nice athletic posture so that you can make sure that you have good contact with the ball at impact. But then also in your life, come into life with a positive attitude, even if it starts with your body. Shoulders back, stand upright, walk into meetings in that way, even if you just start at that level. But get your head space right, get your heart space right, and your life space will come right as well. Cheers everyone.